So today we're going to be looking at like construction that's going on around Disney. So we're gonna have a lot of like stuff like this, and this is actually kind of cool. They have the Skyliner sign up now. So we've got the Skyliners actually up and moving around. These are heading over to Caribbean Beach into like the hub, and then they're actually running them around the resort. But yeah, look at this thing. Looks pretty nifty. Should be what, August before they open them up?
Yeah, probably.
Awesome. All the little wheels are different colors for whatever reason.
It's all the colors of the cars.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Like, do you know that for a fact, or are you just saying that just because?
I know.
Oh, okay. And then here's another sign for the Skyliner. Fits right in for studios. But yeah, this is gonna be neat. Today we're gonna try and go from here to the other parks where they have like a lot of construction going on, and kind of see like what is the update on the construction, because I mean they're building the new roller coasters over at Magic Kingdom and over at Epcot as well. So we want to try and see how far along they are. Maybe they're done. Maybe we can go ride them today. That's a lie. That's what that is. There's a lot of green barricades up over here.
Look, they're building more security stations.
Oh yeah, good. You see, they need to have more security stations like they do over at Universal Orlando. Just make everybody go through them. It makes so much more sense, and it's so much easier. They also need to start getting like the little conveyor belts to put the bags through. That'd be nice.
Some construction workers taking a nap and stuff.
The construction workers taking a nap. How nice. I kind of like the new entrance to studios though, because it feels a lot like DCA out in California. Like, what do you think?
I mean, kind of. I just like, it would be cool if you could look across and see another park right there.
I mean,
like
yeah.
DCA.
But it's just like, it's got a much more streamlined entrance now, which is nice. So we're in the park, and we're also going to do a lot of pin trading today. We brought, what was it, 15 pins or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, we're going to try and find some good stuff. So, I'm a fan of these Kingdom console pins, but I have no idea who this is in the slightest. No clue. I don't know if this counts under our construction stuff for the day. The front of Disney & Co., like the main store here for studios, is under construction. It's completely closed. Same thing with Keystone Clothers. It's all closed up. So essentially if you're coming to Hollywood Studios, this side of the road is closed and everything's on this side instead. This is officially one of my favorite paintings I've ever seen in the parks. I love it. It's so nice. And this is definitely a close second. What a heartwarming tale. I'm gonna cry.
And she died.
Wow. The Great Movie Ride is still like under construction for the new ride, but like everything's kind of contained indoors. And this is all I can see. It's just renovations for the queue itself, I believe. I don't know what they're doing inside to my beloved Great Movie Ride, but I'm so sad it's gone. We came over to Toy Story Land to come see a better shot of Galaxy's Edge, but they've installed too many trees. I mean, I can kind of see like a top of some of these buildings and the side of one of the ships, but that's literally it. That's the only view that I can get of Galaxy's Edge. It looks like they have the same blue on the mountains that they do over at Magic Kingdom now, though.
Before they covered it with that dumb red.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, so we left Hollywood Studios because there's no more construction. You can't really see Galaxy's Edge whatsoever, and it's also incredibly hot. So I want to check out the tracks for TRON, but getting into the park is kind of a pain. It's going to take us like 3 hours in and out, and we still want to go to Epcot. So we're going to drive over to the backside of Magic Kingdom and see the tracks. You can see them over the top of like the fence and everything. And here soon I want to go back to Magic Kingdom and ride the People Mover to go to see TRON from the People Mover.
You can see TRON from the People Mover?
Yeah, you can see over like those fences and stuff like that and actually see the ground and see what they're working on.
Let me tell you people, this boy knows his things.
I know my stuff.
He knows so many things, at least 10 things.
11 on good days. So if you look, this is a bridge right up here going over the top of the road. That's a boat on the top there. This is one of the 2 places in Disney you can drive underneath water. And we're a submarine.
Water. Okay.
So here we go. We can see some of the TRON coaster out in the distance. The building for Space Mountain is so friggin' gorgeous.
I always forget how big Space Mountain is until like I see it from the outside, and it's especially at night. Holy crap.
You see the official bird of Disney? Right?
You're not funny.
There it is. There's the Tron coaster. So
There she be.
Still working on it now. The crane wasn't up a couple days ago when I was here, but yep, you can see a lot of the Tron coaster. You can see where they plummet you directly to your death at the moment.
Just yeet you right off.
Yeah. It looks really good.
I cannot wait. They put the walls up real high, but you can still, I mean, it's not hidden.
No, it's
still,
definitely
she's
not
still
hidden.
there.
We're gonna double back and come by it again.
Woo, we're doubling. Look how big it is. I mean, it's gonna be a very fun ride, definitely.
I cannot wait for it to go.
It's supposed to be an exact mirror of the one in Shanghai? Shanghai. We drive past this pretty often and we see it kind of just being put up bit by bit, which is pretty cool. Like it's kind of cool to watch how a roller coaster is just made.
Yeah, just watching it like piece by piece.
Yeah.
It's neat.
And some other construction over there. I'm pretty sure that's I don't know if that's going to be another walkway or what, but they've been kind of like doing stuff with this pond for quite a while. Maybe they're just expanding the retention pond?
I don't know, because they got walls up now. I think that they're probably going to have like fountains coming off them or something. That's my thought. So now it's on our way to the gas station to get some pizza and get some of the drink. Now the gas station here, the one that's like right outside of Magic Kingdom, like as you're exiting, is, I mean, it's a gas station, but for whatever reason, I don't know why, I've been told that it's Godfather's pizza in there. I bought it, it doesn't say Godfather anyway, or like anywhere, and I haven't seen a photo of Al Pacino whatsoever, so I'm not really sure how accurate it is, but the pizza there is friggin' delicious. I don't get it. Like, when I used to come here as a kid, we'd stay over at Shades of Green, and we'd drive over to that gas station and pick up pizza, like 2 or 3 of them for the family. And it's like $7, $8 a pizza. I don't know why it's so good. It's very greasy, it's very cheesy, but it's delicious. And I can't explain it. But if you're staying in Walt Disney World and you want to just go grab something like cheap to eat, but like don't want to go like Taco Bell because everything is a horribly long wait, go over there and just like buy a pizza. It's $7 and it's so good, which is what we're about to go do, and probably regret it shortly thereafter because it's greasy as hell. So here's more Skyliner stuff, and let me see.
You can kind of see them right there. They go right across the speedway that's over here by Beach Club.
And there's a lot of like, construction is finally starting to die down over here on the corner, but where they have the, I can't talk, where they have the turn, where it goes like over the speedway and it turns and goes over into Epcot, you can see it up here in a second once I can move the car again.
It actually looks kind of cool. Like the shell of it reminds me of one of those like weird roly-poly bugs you used to see when you were kids. You'll see it coming up right here. Kind of hard to see through the trees, but
there it is.
I hope everybody understands what I mean by the weird roly-poly bug thing.
No, you're insane.
Oh, cool. Thanks. But see, it does take a pretty sharp turn. I've seen this while they're moving. They don't move very fast. But that's definitely, over here at the boardwalk is definitely not where you get off. It's definitely just a turn.
On our little tour around to find like different construction areas like the Skyliner and stuff, we are going to drive to the very beginning of Coronado Springs. You can kind of see it. So here's the new tower. It's, what is it, Grand Destino?
Yep, it's the Grand Destino. At night, those little like squiggly things in the middle are all lit up blue. They're actually super cool.
It's a really pretty building.
And up at the top, there's a deck with a restaurant. They have a special fireworks view because this faces over Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and you can see the fireworks from there. And they also have a lake in the middle. They just built a new restaurant in the middle of that lake.
We're gonna drive by the Riviera. I can't think or talk, but we're driving by the Riviera, and you can see that they're just finishing up construction on like the, I guess it's the east portion of it, and a lot of it's done. Been kind of like watching it go up in sections for a long time now, and they finally have a couple like rooms done and stuff like that, but you'll see some of the construction here in a couple minutes. And what's really nice is across the top, like across I guess like the corner or where the roof meets the side of the building, they've got like lights that kind of look like the lights on the boardwalk. So the top of it when it's lit up at night is really nice. If we're still out and about at night tonight, we may have to drive by them. So at the end of the video, you may or may not see that. I don't know. But we're on our way over past Riviera, and then we're going to go to Epcot and try and see some of the Guardians of the Galaxy construction and where they're taking out the Leave a Legacy like plaques. They've already removed the plaques on the right-hand side of the walk-up for Epcot, so those are all completely gone. It's just flat concrete, and they're still removing the ones on the left. So there's a little bit of construction going on out there. But one of the things that I want to know is I have a Leave a Legacy. Like, I got it when I was, I think, like 6 or 7 years old. And it's a picture of my mom and I. So where do they go?
And then also at Epcot, for construction-wise, there's also the Ratatouille ride, which is coming.
Yeah.
You can't really see that.
It's all behind the scenes in Paris.
And then Disney announced a little while ago that Brazil is being built now in between
a country and another one.
Morocco and whatever's next to Morocco.
Morocco, and because Italy's on the left of Morocco, so to the right, I think would be France. There's a good, yeah, that makes sense, because that's where they usually put the Brazil Pavilion when Food and Wine Festival comes around. So I guess they're going to build it in between the two. There's a good amount of space in between the two countries there. But, I mean, there's a lot of space, but is there enough space to be able to build another country in the middle of it?
So here's some more Skyliners.
They're moving now.
They're on the move. So those are the ones that are going from Caribbean Beach to
Riviera. No, those go from
the
Epcot,
Riviera.
It goes from Epcot down into the Riviera, and then they go from the Riviera over to the main hub over at Caribbean Beach.
So this is Riviera, about to break through the trees right here. Oh, there she is. There's their Skyliner station. So they will actually have their own separate Skyliner station. And then...
Yep, there it is. You can see some of the construction on the left-hand side. It's gonna be pretty. All right, so we made it to Epcot. As you can tell by the ball. Over here, that is the new... Why do people want to say Mission Breakout? That's the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride. The back of it's been like completely sealed up, so they're working on the inside, but we're gonna go to the front and see what we can see from the pavilion where Ellen's used to be. One of the main things when you come to Disney World that you always have to expect,
especially in the summer,
is storms. So this morning when we left the house, it was really not that bad. It didn't really look like rain, but in Florida you never know, so like always carry it. Like you can hear that there's thunder going on. Yeah. See some of the clouds around us. Back there it's been thundering and lightning a whole bunch. You can look over this way and see that the sky is nice and dark.
I just want to point out, when we sat outside and had our morning coffee this morning, it was like no humidity, everything was nice. It wasn't even that hot. I was like, wow, are we sure we're still in Florida?
Honestly.
And here Florida is reminding us.
Yeah, of course. So here we are already walking inside past Scrim. So
look, this one has lights in it.
These ones have lights for the walking paths.
They're in the middle of the parking lot, so they still have like their big lights. But out here at Epcot they don't have many, so they put the little lights on.
Yeah, so we have these nice signs showing the park entrances. A dog in Disney. We're gonna do something a little cheeky.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna take a look and see what's inside of this.
The tall man's gonna do it.
Oh.
Look, your arm isn't even all the way extended.
No, it's not. Okay, so it's not too bad.
It's a bunch of dirt.
It's a bunch of dirt and stuff.
Interesting. Dirt.
But this has been blocked off for a couple of months now. I remember we came back here in, what was it, April?
Yeah.
This is still blocked off. So now you have to walk all the way across over here to the opposite side where nobody ever walks. And
building a new walkway.
Probably.
The whole Leave a Legacy thing. Mm-hmm. That's also probably how they're getting the Legacy stones out.
You know, you've got a very good point. So with the palm tree out the front. Yeah. I can still see some of the Leave a Legacy, so half of them are still there.
It's the ones on the east side that are gone. No, west, I lied.
Very important when going to the parks. Make sure your shoes are tied.
Safety begins with me.
Honestly, there you go. Tie it. Good job. So the new ride actually, like this is the main building that the coaster is going to be in. But this entire building stretching all the way over here. That's the back of Ellen's Energy Adventure. I stumbled right through that, but that's the back of Ellen's Energy Adventure. So that's an entirely new building just for the coaster itself.
And if you look further, like it goes all the way to almost up by the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's right there at the corner. Where you can see that, that's actually where you can see the corner of it when you're standing in front of the building and to the side of it. But we'll go inside and try to get a better view. This is my first time being back with Leave a Legacy gone, and already it just looks so strange. Oh boy. So those of you who didn't know what Leave a Legacy is, right here in front of the ball, there's these little plates that have photos on them. Hey, Florida. Anyhow, so each of these little plates have a bunch of little photos on them. And back in, I think, like the 2000s, you could actually get these made. So there's photos of people, there's some of them in here that have like their names and stuff. And these are just covered outside, but now, on the other side, they're completely gone. And look at this. This is just so strange. Like, the lights are still here, and you can see where the legacies were before, but they're gone. I don't understand. Like, where did they go? Where do you put those things? They're massive, like, pieces of granite. And it's just, that's intense. Like, this is so strange. Like, I've been coming to the parks for 25 years, and there's so much room for activities now. It's amazing.
I put at least 2 bunk beds here. Oh, so sweet.
What a nice man.
I love Disney people, honestly. Hey, fun fact about the ball. It's actually over 300 feet tall because the pillars go like 150 feet into the ground. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know that. Oh, real tall.
She knows some numbers anyway.
I know 4.
So if you ever notice, if you're ever here in Epcot, if it's raining, which it often does in Florida, if you stand under the ball, you do not get wet. The reason being is because this right here that you see is actually like a shell around the ride inside of it. So when you're inside the ride, you're actually like inside of a ball inside of a ball. Because the like exoskeleton of it, or like just a skeleton of the ride, has a bunch of funnels that funnel all the water down into here. And I believe it comes down through one of these pillars. I'm not sure exactly where. But it gets funneled back over into the lagoon in the middle.
Yeah, the retention pond.
So that's pretty cool.
New things.
So we're going to make like a long trip over to Ellen's because they apparently just started selling the Illuminations farewell merchandise, and we're looking for a pin.
Because I want to say goodbye to the most garbage nighttime spectacular.
It wasn't great. You know what? Actually, I think that I'd take Illuminations over Happily Ever After. I said it.
Wow.
Yep, I don't like Happily Ever After at all.
I understand that you have to be like in a specific spot for Happily Ever After, but it's so technologically advanced, and like even for me, just hearing the soundtrack is enough. Like, because it's my whole childhood mushed together.
Wishes was better. So we're going to go to either it's this store or it's that one, and I don't know which one it is.
We're going to this one first.
We're gonna go to this one first, and we'll try and figure it out along the way, I guess. We found it. It's between that way and Canada. So they have shirts, they've got stuff, hats, Christmas ornaments, and cups. You can never have enough cups. And I imagine they light up, don't they? Oh, you gotta press the top. Seizure cup. Wow. Update on the illumination spins. They were in there a long time ago. I said wrong, but a long time ago. We came at the wrong time. I mushed them together.
We came at the long time.
But yeah, so they're not in there, and now we're just gonna go look at other things that we could find. You know what this orange bird reminds me of though? Have you ever seen the pictures online where like somebody made the realistic versions of like SpongeBob and Patrick in them? That's what that
really like grotesque looking.
Yeah, because like look, like you can see like the little bits in like his orange head. But what a happy little doughy. What a happy little doughy.
That is real cute.
Yeah. Now we're finally on our way over to Ellen's, and I just traded for one of my new favorite pins. Like, why? Why is this a thing? I'll take it. So we're right outside a test track. We're walking over to Ellen's, and you can see this from a distance. I think that's the top of the of like the chain climb up into the building. We're gonna go closer to get a better view. There it is. They got rid of all of the solar panels on the top. Yeah. Look at that thing. It's amazing. So that entire building is now just completely gutted. You can see through the building still, which is just crazy. Some trucks outside getting some more debris out. They're actually putting structure inside. Man. I'm looking forward to the opening, but it's kind of sad to see all the originals going away. It has now begun to rain, and we're on our way out of the park. So I think that what we're going to do is find a bag to throw the camera in so we can get on out of here. And of course we decided to leave the umbrella in the car because we're stupid. I mean, at least on the bright side we get an unobstructed view of the water show, so that's kind of nice. As you can see, we've left Epcot for obvious reasons. So yeah, just took a look at as much construction as we possibly could today. If there's anything that we didn't go and take a look at that you guys know of, like any other construction points that I couldn't think of, tell me, and hopefully I'll make like a follow-up video and go check those out too and kind of like follow the progression of them. But anyhow, sorry it's been so long since I recorded a video. Hopefully I'll be back into the swing of things here now. Subscribe is up there, and down there should be a different video and links to other stuff down in like the description for like Snapchat and Instagram, or if you want to watch me do other stuff, I guess. But anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey Jess, you've heard of Disney cats before, right? Is that what they mean by Disney cats?
Disney cats? No, oh, you're not funny.
Yeah, I am.